Hello everyone, welcome back. And before we begin, leave a like and comment if you are ready to watch today's episode. So without further delay, we'll jump straight into the show. Chinese President Xi Jinping laid out 4 priorities that he said would prevent the crisis in Ukraine from deteriorating. China, a close geopolitical ally and economic partner of Russia, has repeatedly described the war as a crisis and has refused to condemn Moscow's invasion. The Biden administration is giving Samsung $6.4 billion to help build massive new semiconductor chip plants. In Central Texas, Samsung itself is expected to invest $40 billion in the project. The tiny chips will be used in technology that's needed for everything from artificial intelligence to medical devices like pacemakers. Baidu CEO Robin Li said Tuesday the company's ChatGPT-like Ernie bot has exceeded 200 million users. Li, who is also co-founder and chairman of Baidu, was delivering an opening speech titled "Everyone is a Developer" at Baidu's AI Create conference. About 5,000 people were in attendance at the event, according to the company. Geo Financial Services, led by Mukesh Ambani, plans to venture into the stockbroking and wealth management business through an equal joint venture with US-based BlackRock. The world's largest asset manager is also Geo's partner in establishing an asset management business in India. China's economy grew faster than expected in the first quarter of the year with help from policies and stronger demand, though signs of weakness in the troubled housing market persisted. China's economy has struggled to bounce back from the COVID-19 pandemic, but gained momentum late last year as government policies to help the housing market and boost investment took effect. The Israeli military confirmed carrying out the attack, describing the 3 sons as operatives in the Hamas armed wing. The 3 sons, Hazem, Amir, and Muhammad, were killed when the car they were driving in was bombed in Ghazal Shahati camp. 4 Tiny House grandchildren, 3 girls and a boy, were also killed in the attack as quoted by Hamas. In a meeting held between Deputy Minister of Russian Railways Sergei Pavlov and Iran's ambassador to Russia Kazim Jalali, the 2 sides emphasized compiling the contract for the implementation of the agreement to construct the Rash Railway, bringing the actual time of it. During the meeting, the 2 sides explored avenues for the development of transportation within the framework of the International North-South Transport Corridor. Putin urged all sides in the Middle East to refrain from action that would trigger a new confrontation, which he warned would be fraught with catastrophic consequences. Putin has forged much closer ties with the Islamic Republic since sending troops into Ukraine in 2022, spoke to Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi by phone about what the Kremlin called retaliatory measures taken by Iran. Adani Green Energy Limited has demonstrated its commitment to India's goal of achieving 500 gigawatts of non-fossil fuel capacity by 2030 by continuing its journey towards the stated goal of 45,000 megawatts. Breeze, the world's largest renewable energy plant, 30 gigawatts, spans a staggering 538 square kilometer of barren land, 5 times the size of Paris. The Philippine president said Monday his administration has no plan to give the United States access to more Philippine military bases and stressed that the American military's presence in several camps and sites so far was sparked by China's aggressive actions in the disputed South China Sea. In 2021, China promised to strictly control new coal power. 2 years later, it surged, as stated by Global Energy Monitor, fueling fears about further emissions just as they should be tumbling, but the new capacity may not be used and other countries need to step up too, Jim said. The country added 47.4 gigawatts of new coal power in 2023, more than double the amount added by the rest of the world combined. President Joe Biden on Tuesday kicks off a multi-day campaign swing through Pennsylvania, in Scranton, Pittsburgh, and Philadelphia in what his campaign hopes to be a messaging contrast with Donald Trump as the former president goes on trial. During a meeting with the Czech's Prime Minister Petr Fiala on Monday, Biden shook his head no when asked by a reporter whether or not he would be watching Trump's trial. Flights arriving into Dubai Airport, the world's busiest for international travel, are being temporarily diverted this evening to other locations as the state is hit by major flooding after heavy rainfall. Homes and roads were flooded, and partially submerged cars were left abandoned. AMD unveiled a new series of semiconductors for artificial intelligence-enabled business laptops and desktops on Tuesday as the chip designer looks to expand its share of the lucrative AI PC market. AI-enabled PCs are capable of running large language models and apps powered by the technology directly on the device instead of the cloud. Intel also said in January it expects to ship approximately 40 million AI PCs in 2024 alone. So guys, what are we waiting for? If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then it's the right time to do so. Also, like and share this video with your loved ones. Thank you, and let's get to the main news of the episode. Israel's multi-layered air defense system has defended the country from a major attack, with Iran launching over 300 armed drones and long-range missiles launched towards it on Saturday night. The IDF added that the Israeli air defense system intercepted 99% of the incoming projectiles from Iran. The United States, the United Kingdom, France, and other Middle Eastern allies also helped defend Israel. Fire broke out on Tuesday at Denmark's nearly 400-year-old historic stock exchange building, engulfing its iconic dragon-tail spire, which collapsed onto the roof. There were no reports of any injuries, as reported by Reuters. Videos and images from the scene on Tuesday morning showed a violent fire engulfing the stock exchange building, which had been undergoing renovation work. Amid escalating tensions, an Iranian military source has suggested that Jordan may face severe repercussions and become the next target if it aligns with the Zionist regime. The source emphasized that should Jordan choose to engage in any future actions, it risks becoming the next target of Iran's military operations. Rapid adoption of generative artificial intelligence has opened up a new world of data security risks, prompting organizations to ramp up their cybersecurity budgets. As part of the Microsoft partnership, Rubrik has agreed to spend $220 million over a maximum of 10 years to use cloud computing platform Azure for its data security solutions. Modi's supporters credit him with putting India on the global stage, while others say he has fanned a wave of Hindu nationalism and stifled basic freedoms. More than 60 Modi supporters turned up to an event at the Potomac Community Center in Maryland last month. The new settlement cycle is optional for investors, and it will have a separate trading window, which will end at 1:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Brokers who have been selected by the Securities Exchange Board of India will be able to offer this settlement system to their clients. Under this system, the buyer gets the securities and the seller gets his money on the same day. So guys, be sure to check out other videos from our channel, and also make sure to comment what you want to hear from tomorrow's episode. The Wealth News was with you. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye-bye.